following the Canadian military's claims yesterday regarding the Sig P320 pistol and them removing it from service. Sig Sauer yesterday came out and made a statement of their own. Stick by and watch this episode of Guns and Gadgets to learn more. Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your premier source for Second Amendment news. Kind of a laid-back style today. It is very early, and I am pumping Blackout Coffee to wake me up. My kids are maniacs this morning. Thank you to Blackout Coffee for always supporting the channel. Guys and gals, they're still having their Valentine's Day sale. You can save 15% with code Valentine15. Link is down below, blackoutcoffee.com/GNG. If you're not into coffee, they do tea as well as hot chocolate. Check them out. So I guess yesterday this report came out on several different avenues up in Canada. And I want to thank the viewers who reached out to make me aware of this. Yesterday was a kind of an odd day here. I did the video up early in the morning, and then it was kind of like Dad Day, and remote schooling has been a challenge lately with the kids. But thank you for making me aware that this came out from SIG, and I wanted to bring it to you all today. First off, if you're not really sure what I'm talking about, the video I did yesterday will be linked above. Check that out. In summary, it's another claim that the Sig 320 went off on its own. There's been a lot of those claims lately around the country and now in Canada. And we still haven't heard the end of that investigation. SIG's still looking into all these claims. There's still lawsuits that they are fighting in court. So we'll see what happens with that. But they have addressed the initial problems with that voluntary recall program that I talked about yesterday. So here on the screen is SIG's statement yesterday regarding this issue in Canada. And you can see it was dated yesterday, February 5th. It says, Sig Sauer is working with Canadian Special Operation Forces Command to resolve an incident involving an unintended discharge of a P320. An inaccurate and incomplete report of this incident was recently published in the Canadian media that called into question the safety of the P320. While this incident occurred months ago, that actual range incident took place in November of 2020. This erroneous media report is driven by multiple sources, including our competitors, and coincides with the immediate release of other Canadian military and law enforcement tenders, indicating the timing of this release is an attempt to improperly influence the procurements. The firearm involved has been extensively tested by Sig Sauer, and it has been determined to be safe. The investigation revealed the use of an incorrect holster not designed for a P320. The use of a modified P226 holster created an unsafe condition by allowing a foreign object to enter the holster, causing the unintended discharge. The Sig Sauer P320 is among the most rigorously vetted pistols in the market. The P320 meets and exceeds all U.S. safety standards and global military and law enforcement protocols, including the American National Standards Institute, otherwise known as ANSI, National Institute of Justice, which is the NIJ, and the Department of Justice, which is our DOJ. The P320 is one of the most innovative and sought-after pistols in the firearms market, and the pistol of choice for all branches of the United States military, the M17 and the M18. I have an M17 and I love it, along with numerous law enforcement agencies and other military units worldwide. So there you have it. SIG punches back, saying that the timing of this is suspect. And I did a little bit more digging, and it appears that the Canadian military are looking to replace their Browning high powers. So could this be an attempt to force SIG out of the competition? It could be. And could this be a way for them to let Colt Canada back into the picture? Yeah, it could be. I guess everything is possible. But one thing regarding this that is interesting is the Canadian Joint Task Force 2 said in their statement that the investigation could take several months, was their quote. But SIG finished it up here, lickety-split. So if, in fact, it was a modified holster for a totally different gun, but yeah, bad things can happen when you're trying to put a square peg into a round hole. That's obvious. Now, as I've said before, there are a whole lot of claims about the Sig 320. Could it be a lot of hate? Yeah, possible. Could it be a lot of user error? Yes. But either way, I'd like for this to come to an end soon. Like I've said in a couple different videos, I have several P320s and I have a ton of Sig products. So it's not that I hate on Sig, but if there's a lot of problems popping up, I like to have that investigated to look further into it. If it's the case where 100,000 people are crying wolf, then I would hope that that would be brought out to see the light of day. But cheers to Sig for immediately coming back and fighting for their honor, saying that it was the improper holster that was modified that caused this to go boom, and calling out the fact that it's a timing issue. If those are 100% accurate and that's what it is, then shame on the Canadian military for doing that. But I'm sure this isn't the last we'll hear of it. It's one of those things that just won't go away, it seems. If you're interested on news on the Second Amendment, no matter where it happens, or the fight to constantly infringe upon our right to keep and bear arms here as Americans, then this is where you should be. Please consider joining this growing freedom family. You can do that by smashing the subscribe button down below. You can also help out the channel by hitting the thumbs up and sharing this with your friends. And until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon, destroy lots of blackout coffee to stay awake, especially if your kids get up really early on the weekend. And I'll see you on the next one, guys and gals. Take care, everybody.